Thank you guys for watching the Animal One Guys YouTube channel. If you like my content, leave a comment down below. Ask me questions, let me know what you liked about it. And hey, click on the little like button. But please, if you want, go ahead and subscribe, because it helps my channel out. That way you can stay up to date with all my videos. And if you want, click on the bell icon to get notified. Right? Right? Huh? 1 out of 2. Not bad. Hey there, Reptile Rescue family. Here we go. This is going to be an update on my clone snakes, but also it's going to be how to, or maybe an assistant video for people who are just hatched ball pythons, or maybe any snake like that, and you're having trouble getting your baby snake to eat, and you don't want to go to live. Now, what are some reasons you don't want to go to live? Well, one is the baby snake may not eat easily, and you don't want to have a live mouse all of a sudden that you can't feed off. That would be a problem, wouldn't it? So the first thing is knowing the right size food. And for me, it was a little bit different because my snakes being clones, they're a little bit smaller than the average ball pythons that I've seen. So you have 2 types of known that people will go to, and maybe you can change, but most people will recommend you go with a pinky rat, okay? This is a pretty decent sized meal for a baby ball python. Now, what happens if your snake is really struggling to eat this? And also, what if your snake is a little bit on the smaller end? And you don't want to start wasting these and throwing them out, okay? That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Is you need to know what your snake can eat and what they could go. So the other most universal type is a pinky mouse, significantly smaller than the pinky rat, and not enough substance typically for baby snakes. Now, there are snakes smaller than ball pythons, but we're just going to use the ball python. So here's a pinky rat, and here's a pinky mouse. The size difference is ginormous. Maybe it's about 1/3. So what's the benefit then? Well, the benefit is it's going to be extremely easier to get that snake to eat a pinky mouse. And because the pinky mice are so much smaller, it's going to easier to go down the snake's neck, down its throat, through its mouth. Doesn't have to stretch, anything like that. The downside is it doesn't really have a lot of substance. Remember, your snake is trying to grow now. But you may want to start with pinky mice. And I'll tell you why, and I'll show you how. The second thing I use is the tongs that I use to feed them are this type of tong. And what do I mean? What's different about this? Well, you have tongs that are typically the same width the whole way down, and then you have these other ones that get smaller. And having the small tip on this tong is really important if you have to assist feed. So I'm going to explain what I had to do, possibly show it off, possibly not. But baby ball pythons and all the baby snakes, they can be kind of defensive, kind of striky, and they don't understand eating. Sometimes you'll get lucky and they'll take the mouse right away, or rat. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes you need to help. So I like to have these to offer the food, okay? And maybe they'll strike it this time. Maybe they won't. Hopefully they will. But when they strike it, it doesn't always mean that they're going to eat it. They may spit it out. It may just be defensive. They may leave it. That's a problem. The second thing is, if they don't know how to eat, or they don't understand that this is food, you have that problem. So my guys will probably strike at it, but if they don't, the reason why I like these smaller tips is for assist feeding. Now still, if they do strike it and they have it, these smaller tips look less intrusive. I can get in there, pull on the mouse, move it around, make them think it's alive. What if I have to assist feed? And assist feeding is I take the ball python, I hold it, I take the pinky mouse, and I'll show this if we have to do it. You kind of work it into its mouth, okay? And hopefully when it's about halfway in, the snake will understand and it will eat it. Sometimes they do, sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes you got to get it just in the opening of the throat. Well, a pinky mouse is small, their mouth is small. Let me tell you, their teeth are sharp when they're babies. So when you have a smaller tongue like this, and the pinky mouse is sticking out, you can use the tongue to kind of push it down a little bit and get it started in the throat, so then the snake will continue and do the swallowing. Let's go. Enough talking. Let's see what happens. You know, I do these videos and you can never please everyone. I get the people, you talk too much. You give me too much detail. Then I get the people, you don't talk enough. You'll never win. So, 2 cloned ball pythons. One is in here. One is in here. Both are pretty fighty flighty. Both nip. Both will blow out a bunch of air and it will sound like hissing. It's just what happens. We're going to try this one first. Look at it. It's already fired up. He's already pissed. So, chances are that they'll at least strike at the pinky mouse because they'll be pissed at it. But let's see what happens. I'm going to do my best to kind of film while also taking care of what the snake needs. Okay, look at that head twitching. And remember, these guys are really small. Very small necks. So they got very big head bobbles. Their heads are very big compared to the size of the neck. Okay, so this guy ain't doing nothing. Look at that. Right up against him. Nothing. It is feeding day. They have to eat. And he wants full avoidance. So we'll have to assist feed this guy for sure, which means we'll do that first. Okay, let me get everything positioned so I can do this where I'm going to do that. All right, here we go. So look how small this snake is. Super tiny. Even when you're looking at the size of this pinky mouse, the pinky mouse all of a sudden doesn't look that small anymore. I know. It's fascinating. Let's see. Maybe this white part of this wall may be better. I want to make sure I'm in a spot where you guys can really see what's happening, because this is really important. Yeah, this is good. So we have the snake. Now, you have to be strong with your snake, but not hurt it. It's really important. Let me get this door out of the way. Because you have to control the snake's head. So in this case, I'm going to rotate the snake. Oh, there he goes, nipping at me. Already striking. He's pissed. You have to get control of its head. But also in doing so, you can constrict the throat, the mouth. So, boom. I barely have any pressure. Pinky, mouse. We're going to come in. And we're going to just feed the tip in. And the snake's mouth will naturally open. Come here. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. Hi. Now the snake does not love this, but the snake is not super strong, so it's not that difficult. You just don't want to get your finger in there. And once you start getting the head, the nose in, the snake will start to open its mouth. Perfect. Now I'm easing off on the pressure. Now the head, as you can see, is in there. That doesn't mean that this animal is going to eat it. In this case, he's not. See how he's opening his mouth? I'm going to get this in and try to get it in the throat area and move it around. And this snake wants nothing to do with it. Okay, that's okay. Now, we are going to want to gently, look at, he doesn't even want to be on camera. We are going to want to gently start getting the mouse in the beginning of the throat, and that will cause the snake to actually eat it. So we're going to get our tongs. It's okay. Everything's fine. We're going to get our tongs. We're going to line this guy up butt to butt. Now you'll be like, oh, let it go and let it do whatever. No, no, no. Because if I do that, the snake will throw this pinky mouse to oblivion. So we're going to get our tongs, and we are going to try to line this guy up. It's a little hard to do on camera, just to get the back of the throat to open, which then the snake will take it from there. Okay, just like that. There we go. And as soon as the back, that little valve in the back here opens and something enters it, the snake will then eat, which is really cool, really good. And that's it. We just got it started for him. That's why the small tongs that are thin like this, that way you can get in there like this, are really important. And that's how you assist feed a baby ball python. Now, what if your snake has the pinky mouse or pinky rat in its mouth, but it's not swallowing? Well, one is you're probably safe from a bite at this point, as long as you're not going in the mouth, because that's in there. So you can hold your snake, you can tip the head up, but if you look right here, right there, that is where the head of the pinky mouse is, right where my finger is. And you can actually, from the outside, start to massage it down. And that will actually trigger the swallowing reflex of most animals, including most reptiles. And that can help them. Now, if you look at a small snake like this, you can see it's not very powerful to hold its head. Its head is shaking. It's having a hard time. That's okay. You can come. You can support the head, like I'm doing. And now, I'm not squeezing. Watch with me just supporting the neck. I'm literally just have a finger on each side. The snake will start to take this down. There it goes. On its own. I'm doing nothing. I'm barely touching the skin. Look at this baby snake eating. All on her own. Look at that. We've just helped it. There it goes, swallowing it. There's only a foot. Look at the foot in its mouth right there. There goes that foot. Now you got to be careful because the snake could nip you now, even though you're helping it. All right, now here's the mouse right here. I feel it. I don't want the snake to regurgitate. The snake's going to start to S it down, to start bending its body and its muscles. I got the whole body supported, and it's just S-ing it down. And I am going to put it back in the tank, but I'm going to wait to get about a third of the way down. Look at it pushing it. That way I can still support it with my hand. Oh, she's coming around. And support the head. She's pushing very hard against me to get that pinky mouse down, and I actually feel the pinky mouse sliding down. It's right where my thumb is right now, my thumbnail. And she's pushing very hard against me there to get that pinky mouse down. We're going to feed the pinkies a few times every 5 days to get food in the snake, also to teach the snake how to eat, and maybe put a little mass on the snake, give the snake a little energy, and then we'll upgrade to a pinky rat. All right, hopefully, guys, you enjoyed that, and that can help you with assist feeding, because look, that went down. And if my snake was a little bit larger, I could have done that with a pinky rat. Take care, guys. Thanks for help supporting me rescue these reptiles. Thank you, guys, for supporting my reptile rescue family.